whatever room you're in. All right, hey locals. Here goes with another paranormal encounter I've had. So, like I said in my last video, I was living in a duplex, and this duplex has been pretty haunted. I mean, this house was built back in like I don't know, like 1800s, I think, somewhere around there. But um, yeah, so it's pretty crazy that I mean, I still find it crazy that I can see stuff and that I'm able to hear voices and hear messages and be able to see things that other people can't see. Um, sorry, I just can't believe all the things that I've seen, the things that I've heard. Like it's still like unbelievable for me. Some people might say it's a curse, some people might say it's a gift from the devil, but honestly, I find it as a gift because not many people have gifts like these. Like, not many people can see or hear ghosts or get feelings or be able to get information without even trying, because I don't even try to get information sometimes, and sometimes information just comes to me like it just like I just hear things, or like I just hear the first letter, or they're trying to sound something out and I just try to figure it out. And when I figure it out, it like my my thinking, when I get it right, like my thinking gets clear, like it gets better. Like I can actually understand what they're telling me now and the information that they're giving me. So it's pretty cool. But um I wanted to share a couple other things that happened in this house because it's pretty crazy. And it's weird because like one of my uncles, he would talk about things about that house too, and my family members, um, they would live on that lived on the other side. They would even tell us like what they've heard, or noises, or things being moved and stuff like that. Um, so another time that this person, this entity was around, I was again, I was upstairs. It always happened upstairs in the same area, either the bathroom, my mom's closet, which was weird because her closet, instead of it being in her room, it was outside of her door, and it was like a slide. Uh, the doors, like you could slide them and stuff, obviously. But oh, I just got the chills. Um, like always, my mom would always call me because I was always upstairs. I was always doing my own thing. I was just like either cleaning, playing outside, organizing my stuff. I like to always fix my stuff all the time. And well, this day I was pretty bored. I was pretty bored, and I was like, what should I do? I'm like, I want to do something because I already had cleaned up my room. Like I told you, we barely had anything in there. It was just our bed in the middle, just put and thrown together, and then obviously our clothes in the closet. But I was always upstairs for most of the part. If I wasn't upstairs, I was in the garage or in the backyard or out in the front. I was always getting into stuff all the time, literally all the time. But this time, I was upstairs and my mom, once again, she was making food, she was making dinner, and I told her, I was like, I'm just gonna be upstairs. She said, okay. She was like, I'll let you know when the food is ready, okay? And I was like, okay. And then I got upstairs, and then I got into my mom's closet, and this closet is pretty deep. Like it's not deep deep, but it's like pretty deep where you have to actually like take a step to reach the back of the closet, like human steps, not children's steps. And I was folding my mom's blankets because she had a lot of blankets in there, and she had like boxes and stuff. So I just wanted to be helpful to try to organize all her things and fold everything that was in there. Because I know she was like always working all the time, and we're just like always home. I mean, we're kids, but I was like doing stuff. I was like helping my mom out. Like I always love helping my mom with like a lot of things because I like the reward of getting a thank you and getting you didn't have to do that, but thank you, or saying like, oh my gosh, I have such an amazing daughter, because it's just like all the things I've always done, and like I've always been my mom's handyman too. So because she has all women. I mean, I have an older brother who passed away, and he actually passed away in this house. Um, but I haven't, strange, I have not seen my brother's presence. And that, for me, that tells me that that's good because it tells me that he went in peace. He knew it was his time. He he got to enjoy my mom, and I mean that's another story that I could tell you. It's my mom, her little family. Like we've been through a lot. We've definitely been through a lot, and yeah, I'll tell you guys about that story later on. Right now, I want to tell you about obviously my paranormal encounters and all that stuff. Okay, so anyways, sorry I got sidetracked. Um, yeah, I was I was folding my mom's clothes, and like yo siempre like siempre estoy en mi mundo como cualquier otra persona, you know, like every other person is always in their own little world in their head, you know. And I just remember being there for a while, you know, folding toda la ropa, las cobijas, and all that. And I kind of heard like something whispering from inside the closet. You know, that's like the worst thing that you would ever want to fucking hear is whispers or any sort of anything coming from any fucking closet. Any like anything that's somewhere where you don't know like what the hell's going on, you know? But I heard some whispers and I was like, I'm not gonna pay attention to it. It's probably nothing. I'm just probably tripping or something, you know. And I was ignoring it. And I was like literally like sitting there talking to myself because anytime I feel uncomfortable, I start talking out loud to myself so I don't feel uncomfortable. So I started doing that. Hold on. Sorry, you guys. My baby. I was about to fall off the bed. Alright. Shoo, 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 puppy. It's okay. Night night. Okay, so yeah, like, I was just there talking to myself out loud, and then I heard something move from inside the closet. And at that point, I was like, it just froze because I couldn't believe, I just couldn't believe, you know. And then my mom started calling me to come in downstairs. Oh, uh oh, uh oh. Sorry, my baby woke up, but yeah, my mom started calling me, and and I started freaking out because she was done calling my name. Like my mom, as like as I can always remember ever since I was little, my mom would always scream and call my name. That's my little buttercup. Oh, um, and she stopped calling my name, and I kid you not, from in the closet, a woman's voice repeated my name. It was like, Connie. And I was like, no. And then again, Connie. And then after that, I just freaked like the fuck out. I don't even know how I got downstairs. I don't even know how I got myself to get up and run as fast as I did. But I ran super fast. I just know I was downstairs, and I just remember going to my mom and screaming and crying to her. And she did not know how to react. She didn't even know like what to tell me. All she was saying is like, "I'm mommy, I'm mommy." Like she's like, "No, no." She's like, "No, no sé qué está pasando, qué tienes." Oh, hey, Linda. Buenas noches, girl. And I was just screaming and crying to my mom, and she's like, "¿Qué tienes, mami? ¿Qué tienes?" She's like, "¿Qué tienes, mami? ¿Qué tienes? ¿Por qué estás llorando? ¿Qué te pasó?" And she thought that I like hurt myself or something because I was just like crying, like, unas ganas de like chillar like hella. And I was just like, I was like trying to tell her, and she was like telling me, she's like, "Cálmate, cálmate." She's like, "No más cálmate." She's like, "Espérate, espérate." She was all telling me to calm down. And I was like, "No, I can't." Like, I was like, somebody called my name from inside the closet, and she's like, "No, mami, yo te estaba llamando, yo te estaba diciendo que te vinieras para acá abajo para comer." And I was like, "No, mom, no." I was like, alguien dijo mi nombre de dentro del closet. And she was like looking at me, she's like, "A ver," she's like, "Vamos." And she grabbed me by the hand, and we went upstairs, and we went to her closet. And she's like, "A ver." Enséñame dónde. She's like, "Show me where." And I showed her. I was like, "Allí." I'm like, "Right there." And she's like, "Mira, mommy." She's like, "No hay nada." And she like put her hand in there, and she reached all around, and she moved like all the stuff like around, so like I could see like the back of the wall of the closet. And I was still like freaked out, and I was like, "No." I was like, "No." I was like, "I know what I saw," and well, not what I saw, but I mean, I know what I heard. And she was telling me, basically telling me that I was tripping, that I was It was just my imagination because she was calling me. But I swear, I freaking swear, a voice from in that closet, like it, it almost like mimicked my mom's voice, and that's what like really scared me. That's what was like, oh shit, like like I heard my mom's voice, but my mom's downstairs, and I know my mom was calling me downstairs, but I still heard it from in the closet because something moved in there too. And I just remember that I I just remember I couldn't see that closet the same anymore. And I was just like freaked out. And I just remember that day I just, because I had to pass, like that closet was right next to my room. Yeah, I still remember how the inside of the house looks and how the rooms were. The rooms were really weird. Like lo construyeron like hella weird. Los cuartos, like they're all weird. I don't know how to describe it. I can just say it was like weird. And yeah, so that was one of the other times that that happened, where I heard something this time. The other time in this same house, I was I was coming down the stairs, and that day my sisters were outside and my mom was next door because my tia lived on the other side this time. And um I remember that she said, she's like, okay, mija, she's like, I'm gonna be at your tia's on the other side, okay? Because I think we're gonna get like do like a carne asada or something, because we like uh in the middle between our fences, we knocked down the middle fence so both of our backyards connected, so it's pretty cool. But I remember she told me that, and I remember that my sisters were outside and my uncles and my cousins were in the garage because my uncle would like do jewelry and stuff like that in the garage. And I remember I was upstairs and I was in my room. I think I was changing because I was like getting clothes or something, or I was fixing my clothes, something like that. But I started feeling like this presence, like somebody was watching me. And I was like, I think I should go outside probably. Go do something out there so I'm not in here by myself. Because I was in the house by myself and nobody was like coming in and out like for a good while. So literally I was just like in there by myself. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna get my shoes on. I'm gonna put my hair up and just go outside, whatever. I was about to go down the stairs, and when I went down the second or third step to go down the stairs, I heard like a little girl. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, no, 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 no. I was like, esto no me va a pasar. And I just like started walking faster. And then once I got down, once I got down the first flight of stairs, because then there's like this little like platform. Once I got there, then I was like, had this feeling to look to my right, and off to my right, it looks down into the to the living room. So I was like, okay, and when I looked, there was a little girl staring up at me, and she was wearing a dress. She was wearing like this, like one of those dresses that kind of looks like it has like a bib on it, but it's part of the dress, and it was like a light blue, and had white and had like a bunch of little flowers all over it. And she was at that time she was probably like 6 or 7 years old. I was like 5, and I saw, and I just remember I just closed my eyes because I couldn't, and especially that I was like all by myself. I just like closed my eyes and then I like ran downstairs and I ran to the garage. And then my uncle, he saw me. He's like, ¿Qué traes tú? And I told him, and he went inside to go look. And he's like, where did you see her? I was like, allí estaba. And he's like, where were you? And I was like, I was coming down from upstairs. And he's like, are you sure? I'm like, yes. And I described the little girl to my uncle. And he told me, like, literally, he told me that he has seen that little girl too. And like, he didn't want to tell me, but like, I already saw. So he like was just confirming it. And I was like, hell no. I was like, I don't want to be seeing that little girl anymore. She didn't have eyes. Like her eyes looked gouged out. And I was like, this can't this can't be what I'm gonna be seeing, all these other times. But I did, and I was just scared. I was just so scared because um that same little girl would see her that we have, because under our stairs, like I told you, we have like, it's kind of like a little tunnel, like it goes straight down. It goes like straight down, and then it takes like a hard left, and it's like deep, and that part is like pretty long going down there. And she would always be in there. She would always be making the toys go off in there all the time, all the freaking time. And I was just like, I'm like, this is probably gonna be the only time that I be seeing things like this, that I'm gonna be experiencing things like this. Like at such a young age, like I was thinking all of that, literally. I was like, okay, this is probably the only time I want to be seeing anything. And then no, and then I saw a woman, no, a man in the garage. Like this house is so creepy. Like I wish you guys could see this house, how it looks like from the inside. Like everything's so outdated. I mean, in that time it was like whatever good or whatever, but like it was so outdated. I don't know if the new people that have ever fixed it or did anything, because we also opened up like a pathway from the dining room to the living room, because there was a wall that was separating the dining room from like everything else. Like it was like its own. It's like its own little room, and we opened it up and everything to try to make it bright and everything, to give it more life. But that didn't work. So yeah, but yeah, those were my encounters at this place. I still remember when all those events happened. I still remember the smell of the house. I remember what I was doing, the feeling that I had. Oh, and in that house, somebody would always tap me on my shoulder. I always got tapped in the shoulder in that house all the time. Like there was never a day where I didn't. And I always got tapped in the shoulder. Now, like I always remember like that I would like be like, déjame en paz, déjame en paz, because Spanish was my first language, so I was always like saying stuff like that. I was like, déjame en paz, no, no quiero jugar contigo, déjame en paz. And maybe because I said all that, maybe like, I don't know. That's why like I saw things. That's what I want to think. But yeah, all right, mi locos. So that's it for this live for tonight. Um, I hope anybody who's seen it from the beginning to the end has questions for me or wants to say anything, But all right, my locos, good night. Again, this is Coco La Loca from my room to whatever room you're in. Don't forget to like, share, comment, like, and subscribe, and turn on your all notifications, bing, so you can get notified when I post a new video. All right, you guys. So this is gonna do it for tonight. See you guys in the next one. I love y'all. Have a good night. Bye.